Hi, friends. You are once again welcome to Empowerment Talks. And this evening, again, I am coming with positive energy activated. Guys, I don't have any particular thing on menu. I just want us to talk together. So if you are joining in, I'm trying to we'll start by looking at what Mr. Ash Mufare means by uh, everybody or nobody shall be left behind. But however, I'm going to start with very stupid things. Don't call them stupid because there are times you take certain things for granted, and before you realize it, you are just like, wow. Uh, so let's just discuss. Actually, I'm just here for us to discuss, guys. Let's chat. Immediately you jump in, start chatting, join in the conversation, say something, just drop something on the comment section. I'll pick it up if I see it and let's chat. It's just an open discussion. So I just want to start, what is the total number of founders on your phone now? I'm going to check to right away because I want to give exact update as it is right now on my own phone. Check to and let's have a quick chat on that, because we need to know all of these things. If I'm not looking at you, it's because I'm looking at my phone and I want to say exactly how many founders we are now, and let's comment on it. What does that mean to you? And I will equally say what it means to me, because that is on passive for us. So nobody will be left behind. We see the numbers growing really quick. It's getting a bit crazier these days, guys. Sorry, I'm trying to pick up something from the floor, my charger. So I am checking. Tell me, guys, type, just look on your phone at the minute you join in or at the minute you stumble on this video, and type exactly how many you see on your phone. How many founding members, active founding members we have right now as I am checking, and let's comment on that. Everything has its meaning in OnPassive. Everything has a reason and there is a season for everything. So right now, as I speak, I have 902,642. And the last person who is just coming in now is coming from the UK. I missed the name, but I saw the flag. It was from the United Kingdom. We have 902,642 active founding members. Guys, numbers are increasing. It is growing and it's going really crazy quick, right? So my heart is beating really fast as I turn around. Just a couple of days ago, it's not up to 48 hours when we had exactly 900. And now we are over 900, and now we're over 902,000. I'm not good at calling figures, but guys, let's do this together, right? So where are these figures going to? That is, according to me, this is a quick way to the end. Membership is soon going to end, whether we like it or not, because at some point we're going to say, okay, enough is enough, right? So what does this mean to you? Is the last person who is supposed to be here, is the person in? Do you have some people whom you still have at heart? You want them to be part of this. You have talked to them and they have said no. Go back to them and try again the second time. There are people I talked to more than a year ago. Some came back to me, to say, what about OnPassive? I say, it's still on. Would you like to join? They say, yeah, tell me a bit more, because many people have talked about it again. I say, oh, yes, of course. Have you joined? Some say yes. I say, congratulations. So have you joined? No. I say, this is the way to go about it. If you are still interested, it is still here. And when they finally join, oh yeah, it's good news, because it is the way up. And remember, life at the top can be very boring without your loved ones around. So what does this mean? We are fast approaching the end. That is how I look. That is my personal appreciation. That's my personal interpretation of things. I did not hear from anybody, and I get so fired of the rate at which the numbers are growing again these days. I'm just like, the time, the end is drawing really, really fast. You can see it. That's what I think, right? Because we will not leave the door open forever. So people who are joining in should better join. Guys, this is what I'm bringing up now. Don't be angry. Just do it, because it's just a time to spend together. And remember, this is positive energy. We just want to spend positive energy. And I remember there is this Nigerian musician, gospel singer. He says, a family that prays together lives together. So we are an OnPassive family. If we want to pray, we can pray here. We pray together. And it would meet here, positive minds. We think the same, we have something in common. We are going to discuss positive things that will be beneficial to us as friends, as family, and to our business, our unique business, our massive business that we're just looking forward to, right? That's the reason. So guys, bear with me. Don't be angry. Just do it, guys. It's just a game. It's just to keep going and keeping in touch, right? So who is Mr. Ash Mufare? Because these are questions that at times I'm just like, we joke like this, but how many people can say exactly who he is and what he stands for, right? So just type on the comment section as you join us. What do you say? What if you want to present? Because when you go for an interview, they say, tell me about yourself. They are not saying that you should tell them that your name is Comfort and you have 4, 5, 10 children, right? They want a bit more about that. So Mr. Ash Mufareh is the CEO of OnPassive, and he has a master's degree in IT and e-commerce and online e-commerce and online marketing, right? You see, even me, I'm making mistakes. And he equally has done further studies and has acquired more skills in what we call artificial intelligence and traffic driving, which is the basis of our business. Our business is booming. Our business is different just because of this artificial intelligence that he has a good mastery of. I think he's one of the best in the world. Our business is what it is, that we beat our chest with all the confidence, head up, because artificial intelligence, something that Mr. Ash Mufareh masters more than anybody else, and equally traffic driving, which is the foundation of businesses, especially online, when you have online presence, right? So that is what he is good at doing. And so he is resident in the United States of America, in Florida, Orlando, Florida, and that is where the executive headquarters of OnPassive is based. And of course, a responsible person behind a responsible, powerful man. There's always a woman, there's a family, so he's equally a family man. So now let's go to some of the things that Ash says, right? This is where my point of interest. I just wanted us to look at these things, guys. Let's discuss. If you join us, drop a comment. Let's just share. It's just about keeping selves together, because when you turn left to somebody who is not part of yours, not part of OnPassive, they make you feel a bit dizzy. They make you feel tired. They're just like, oh my God, what is he saying? He has no clue, right? Like I said the other time. So there are times people get so excited. I'm always talking about this. I go on and on. I go to this and I come back and forth because I find it really, really important, right? OnPassive is something that each and every founding member out of the more than 900 that we are, everybody needs to be excited about what we are waiting for. But some people are not excited because they don't know what to be excited about, And when Ash says nobody shall be left behind, one of the things that he says each time we have meetings is he makes us understand that the moment you join OnPassive and become a founding member, the business is yours. And so own it, right? If you own the business and recognize it as yours, then do something about it to add value to it, right? So if you think, because this is where we talk about active and passive founding members of OnPassive, active ones are some of us who are all over the place talking, we do presentations, interviews on all of these things. Some people are like, I don't know how to share, I don't know how to present, I don't know how to do anything, so I'm just waiting for the launch. But there's a lot. And so if you don't know how to do all of those, there is still another way of adding value to your business. And what do you say? And how do you do it? Mr. Ash Mufareh, these are his words. He says, do at least one thing, be it a comment, a click, a like, or you just click to follow our sites, follow us on LinkedIn, follow us on Facebook, on Instagram, on Twitter, go to the OnPassive blog and like there, comment, go to community and exchange conversations with people. You are adding value because your comment is being read, not only by founders, but by anybody, who stumbles on our page. They see all of those things. And that is how we sell our company to the world. That is how we expose our company. So you are doing a lot. You are doing the same like somebody who does presentations during webinars. You are doing the same like me, who interviews people and takes information and brings out information out of people so that we get people to understand. So you who are sharing by way of commenting, subscribing on our website, sharing messages that you see on it, you and I were doing exactly the same thing. Both of us are active. And it takes just your thumb, right? It takes the same time you would have taken to comment on Facebook, on Instagram, maybe for something that's not really useful. We also have our own those places, those social media platforms. You better spend that time there, and definitely you will finally find it very exciting because it's like, wow, this is good, especially when you drop a comment and people see, you say, oh, how many people have seen my comment? People have replied to my comment. People have liked, you say, oh, okay, I'm making sense too, and this is going to be different. One of the things that Ash says is like, if nobody is affected by you, then you are a nobody, right? And one of the things I like about him is that he lives by example. He teaches by examples, right? All he wants to do is try to enhance lives, to do something to change somebody's life, right? He does that even nowadays. Before he founded On Passive, and even during On Passive, we have seen images of him going around buying water or food and so on, sharing with the homeless, with people who are in need, people who don't have enough to live on, right? So you just want to affect somebody's life. And what I'm learning from Ash here is that you don't want to do that by in some mighty way. It takes just a very little thing, because the big thing behind any little thing you are doing is that love. It makes that person feel totally different. We don't want to wait until it's big. So if you have an opportunity to change somebody's life now, even if it's with a dime, with 10 cents, go for it, do it, and that person will definitely feel different. That's what I learned from Ash. So what do you learn from that when he says, if nobody is affected by you, then you are a nobody? You don't want to be a nobody, and anybody can be a somebody, because it doesn't take so much might. Doesn't take wealth. It doesn't take a lot. It takes just love. Anything you do with love from your heart, I think it's different and it goes a long way. That is what I understand by when Ash says that. One of the thing again that he says is like, On Passive will give us the freedom to do what is in our hearts. Guys, what is in your heart? When we're talking about On Passive here and say they'll give you freedom to do what's in your heart. So what is in your heart, right? Thank you, bro, for joining me. Bro, wow, I'm so happy. Thank you. Thank you that you're joining. I know where you're joining from, and this is really, really good. I'm really happy. So thank you. If you can share and invite friends, I just want us to have a chat. This one was just a random chat, looking at some of the things that Ash says and commenting on them, because we just need to keep it going. When we turn around and communicate with people who are really not part of us, at times they furnish us with another type of energy that we don't need. My brother Chris, you are just the best. You are fire. I love you because you just uplift me. I just feel like, oh my God. So thank you for joining me live. So, bro, the two of you are just so lovely. Thank you so much for joining. So what I was saying was, let us continue to look. Let's listen to Ash, right? He says a lot. So the last thing I was going to say, he says, On Passive will give us the freedom to do what is in our hearts. Guys, what is in your heart? What is in your heart? Let's first of all ask, what kind of freedom is our CEO talking about here? What freedom does he have to offer us, right? He is going to give us freedom of time and freedom of money, right? Because there are a lot of things. We live with a lot of wishes. Oh, if I had money, or if I had time, or if I had this, I would have loved to help somebody. I would have loved to travel. I would have loved to go to space and come back. I would have loved to do this. I would have loved to build a hospital in my village. I would have loved to help poor people. I would have loved to go to some country, I don't know anybody, and just do something to people who are struggling, right? Right now, as we speak, On Passive is giving us the freedom to do what is in our hearts. What exactly is in your heart, guys? Share, because one of the things I'm trying to tap out of people who come to this platform is share your ideas. We are in our hundreds of thousands. We're approaching 1 million. Not everybody knows or has an idea what they would be doing, because some are young people, some are just ignorant, some don't even care. But when we keep sharing, we keep talking about it over and over, some people will like, so at some point get a spread effect. Some people will be contaminated about it. They'll say like, okay, why are these people talking about this all up over and over and over again? I think I should start giving it a thought. Because why did Ash even share his wealth with us anyway? It was just so that the wishes that we had in our hearts, we could take them out. There's this famous, I don't know whether it's actually famous, but there's this saying that if wishes were horses, beggars would ride. Imagine that at some point, some of us who would have ended up as beggars in our lives would finally ride on our wishes and ride even to the farthest of distances, because we are being empowered to do so. What does this mean to you? What do you have at heart? What are some of your wishes? I think I should use this opportunity to share, because, well, how many times do I have time to talk about this though? Somebody like me, I like, I feel about refugees, because I know more than 1 million refugees who are suffering somewhere in Nigeria. I know thousands, hundreds of thousands of internally displaced persons. I know countless numbers of unaccompanied young children, elderly people who are suffering and living in bushes. women like me who are using moss, these plants, this green plant like moss. They use it, they cut, they harvest it, wash with water, not very clean water, to use as sanitary towels. I know those kind, I know a lot of them. I know homeless people who live in Europe, in this part of the world where I live. During winter, I see them freezing. Imagine that Ash is able to equip me to reach out to all of these people. That is a heart's desire I've always had. Each time I saw somebody suffering, I was like, oh my God, what will I ever do to be able to reach out to someone, just to change a life? But now I am worth something that I can change as many lives as I can, because I have the time, I have the finances. I am in the process of building wealth that I will leave from a legacy for my generation and their generations and their generations. So guys, let's share. Believe me, people read this. So drop your comments on the comment section, on the public comment section. People will pick from it. People will watch and say, let me see what other people say, because that's what I do when I watch on other platforms. I say, let me see and hear what other people say, and I learn a lot from it. So if we can share, you give your own idea, say what's in your heart, what you're planning to do. I can assure you, you are blessing people. Somebody like you, bro, my brother Chris. Each time I read from you, I'm just like, oh my God, I can't wait that day, because I know that someday, sometime really, really soon, we are going to meet. Somebody is calling me. This person is calling me like that. I don't know whether he knows that I'm live. Boy, because he knows I did live. Oh, okay. All right, all right, all right. No problem. I'm going to let you know what that is. All right. Okay. Yes. Thank you. Yeah. So guys, sorry, that was I'm answering this call because he's one of my team members, and we really work together a lot. So I just wanted to answer that, but it's not really that bad. So guys, let's share, let's say what we are planning, what is in our hearts. It is going to bless someone just with the opportunity to know that, okay, I have an idea what I can do, right? So that is the good thing on Passive. We give you and I the freedom to do what is in our hearts. That is so sweet words, right? And again, he says everybody wins, right? Everybody wins. This is generosity at its peak. That is how I define this, or I describe this, because you know what it means when somebody says words. He says something and he means every word that he says. Everybody wins, because before now, that's why I always encourage that people should get informed about on Passive. Before now, when they used to say everybody wins, as of tonight, I will be thinking that they're talking about the 902,000 of us. But everybody wins here. Mr. Ash Mufarem means each and every individual who comes across on Passive shall win. The first and the top on the list of winners are we, founders. We will win. Those who will join after launch as resellers or as customers, they will equally win, right? Because whether you are a founder, you're a reseller, you're a client, you are whoever, because Mr. Ash Mufarem says, somebody will definitely need something from on Passive, either as a seller, as a founder, as a reseller, or as a whatever. You need at least one of our products, but you win. And winning here means all of us are going to make residual income for life. Be you a founding member, be you a reseller, be you a client. But the difference here now is you and I, who are founding members, we are going to have a lot of advantages, all the bonuses, any other thing, all the sources, the streams of income that on Passive has, they are going to chip into our wallets. So resellers and clients, they are going to make good, reasonable money, but they only make from the traffic they pay for, right? That is how much I understand about this. So guys, add more information to this, because definitely people would like to know. I was talking with one of the leadership council members equally the other day, who explained and confirmed to me that in future, we are going to have the possibility to pay a bit more money to get a bit more traffic if we want to, because what Ash is giving us is just enough, just more than enough. But if you think that you want a bit more, you can pay a bit more for it and get it. That will be in future. So what else? How else do you define generosity? Or what word is better? Guys, type it on the comment section, because we want to just we want to just accept it. Just this is a way of appreciating, right? Because I doubt how many times we take time and stop to ponder over the things that Ash says and what they mean, right? He says a lot in very few words. It's just 2 words, everybody wins. But you can write a whole book about this. You know, you can write a whole book when it comes to Mr. Ash Mufare, because his heart is that big, right? So everybody wins, and that is just it. We win and we win. We win, and people who don't know us, they think that they will never see the light. They win even before we get there, because I will win and we're smiling. They don't know the moment we appear there and we switch on the bulb and the light shines, that it remains, they will remain in the light forever and ever. For as long as we smile, they will smile. What a blessing, guys. So share what you think about everybody wins, how you appreciate Ash about that. Let's just use the opportunity to appreciate. Why not? I don't think it's a bad idea to say thank you. You know, it's really a good thing. It's a good thing to appreciate. The other day I was talking to a leadership council member. I asked him, who is the person that you would like to say thank you to? Because there's one time he said thank you to the leadership council members. I said, apart from those, who else can you say thank you to? And he said he could say thank you to his family, because there was at some point he said, I am done. I am never going to do online business marketing again. And the next minute, somebody presents on passive to him. He buys it, right? And the family lets him go ahead. And so he says, thank you, my dear family, for being patient with me and letting me jump into this again. And this is something that is going to change our lives forever and ever. What an opportunity. What a blessing, right? It is so sweet, and it's so good that you cannot explain. And the blessings that we have from OnPassive is more than the wealth we are looking forward to build. It's more than money. It's more than riches, right? You know what that means, because especially those of us who come from Africa, you know what it means when somebody is called doctor this and so on. But then you have an opportunity to share a platform with people who they call top doctors of the world, top 100 doctors. You have people who are millionaires. We have all types of people from all races, from all walks of life, from all backgrounds, from all religious background, and everybody behaves like one. What a blessing. You know, so there is just need of every reason to say thank you, Mr. Ash Mufare, for opening up and your arms this wide and embracing the entire family or the entire world and calling them family. This is something really big, guys. So we are just here. It's just to keep healthy, to keep our thoughts and minds healthy, because from my judgment, things are moving really, really fast. It's difficult to see because we are not in Hyderabad anyway. If we're in Hyderabad, the only thing though that we can see is that our IT engineers are working 24 hours around the clock. But we won't sit on the laptop to see exactly what they're going through. But a lot, so much is taking place. And the moment, it's just a time bomb, right? The moment OnPassive explodes, my brother, Mr. Charles, the man on a mission, says there is going to be an internet quake. You know, even though he wonders whether there's ever been a word like that, but there's coinage, right? He says there's going to be an internet quake. And when this quake happens, our pockets are going to be filled up and flow and overflow and pour on the ground. And why not? We start picking from there and taking them to the ends of the world just to make people smile. This makes me feel really good because my hands are full when it comes to taking care of difficulty or people who are living in difficulty. So guys, what is your idea of reaching out to people? What is the blessing you have from OnPassive even before we launch? How are you enjoying the journey from when you joined till now, until the few days, weeks, or months ahead that we have before the launch? This is what we need to be thinking about, right? And so that is OnPassive for us. So nobody will be left behind. This is one of those things too, right? This is equally, it adds to what they say, everybody wins, right? Because as we speak now, we know that why Mr. Ash Mufare shared this opportunity anyway was because of people who are in need, in financial constraints. That is why he dropped it for almost giving it to people for almost nothing. You know, when especially those of us who live in Europe and other countries and America and so on, when we look at $97, it feels like it's just change. But in other countries, that is so much money, right? So what Mr. Ash Mufara is doing is like he understands because he is here because of those people. And so when they have managed to get this, they will not be left behind. The moment they come, they want to pay the activation fee, which is ranging between $200 to $300. Nobody will be left behind. He is already preparing your mind by always announcing an approximate figure so that gradually you start saving. So that the moment they launch, you just go ahead and pay for your activation fee because you only start harvesting your apples when you have paid your activation fee. So in order not to waste time, he always comes back and says, we are going to do this or that, right? We are going to, the activation fee, the first time, a couple of months ago, it used to be that it would be from between $100 and $250. But the latest update is that we are going to pay between $200 and $300. Let's not say it's much because it's not much. It's just nothing. Actually, this business is given to us for nothing, thanks be to the good heart of one particular individual. So what you have to be doing right now is start saving for it. Save as little as much as you have any time. The moment we just launch, you are already done. That's not all. If by the time they have launched and you don't yet have up to $300, you will be given a period of grace. And then you take that time to make it up. That is generosity at its peak. Nobody does that. Somebody says, oh, thank you so much. Bernard says, I will build a hospital for my people. What a blessing. That's the sweetest thing you can ever hear because, you know, and it is possible because you are capable of taking it out of your pockets and building the hospital from scratch. You are capable, if you want, you can go and ask for help because if I launch Obless, I say I am building a hospital for my village. I know that my brother Chris will pour millions into my account. My brother Godlove will pour millions into my account. My brother Bernard here will pour millions into my account. I will go for it. Even if I choose to take it out of my pocket or I go through Obless or any means I want to do it, it is doable because all of us are ready. And the good thing is the team that we have built, right? The good thing is the team that we have built, and that is unpassive for us, and that's just how it's going to be. Guys, I find this very important, and I equally find it very useful, right? This is better than 2, 3, 4 hours that you spend with somebody arguing something over unpassive that person has no clue about. That is how I look at it. So let's just keep in touch. And if there's anything, guys, if there's anything you think that we should discuss, I am ready. Just drop it on the comment section and say, why don't we chat about this? Then we'll find time and have a chat together and discuss it out, right? Because there are times you are doubting or you understand something otherwise. Even me, I may understand otherwise. I say it here, you will put on the comment that, no, this thing you are saying actually means like this or like that, right? And of course, things will go really, really well. And I can assure you, we are on a good footing as a family and as a team, as brothers and sisters, as good friends, as business partners. We are just everything and anything that we are meant to be. So I appreciate your time. I will always come back, guys. Anything that comes to my mind, I don't think that is crazy because I just want to keep our minds healthy. I just want us to go positive. I don't want to go out there and hear somebody saying something about my business that they don't know anything about. I better go out there and tell them, right? And I want to use this opportunity to please, let's kindly inform our team members. Let them go for information on the right places, right? Because somebody really came from me trembling that they heard somebody really saying something about unpassive that was different. I said, no, it's because then you don't come back to me, tell them. Because it's me, I will stand up to the person and say, hey, that thing you are saying, you have no clue. This business is mine. If you want to know about it, ask me. And if you are not well equipped, you don't have the necessary information, you find yourself embarrassed, that person is going to be like, you see, you are boasting about something that you have no clue what it is all about. So guys, let's stay in touch. Just hanging out together is such a blessing. And believe me, I'm coming back soon, anytime soon. So the moment I pop up, I'm expecting you all because we need to keep this chat going. Meanwhile, propose what you would like us to chat next time, and we will surely make it up. We'll find time to just find a few minutes and chat up together. This is really useful. Thank you guys, and thank you for joining. We'll talk to you again really soon. Bye bye. Love you all. Bye. Thanks.